trust me, I get it. Because for years, I lived the same way running, producing, delivering. Not because I wanted to, but because stopping felt like danger. When rest feels unsafe, it's not about the calendar, it's about your nervous system. Because you've trained your body to see movement as safety and stillness as risk. So when you stop, your system panics, your mind spins, your body craves the next hit of productivity. And here's the key: when this discomfort rises, you don't run from it, you notice it, you name it. My system thinks I'm in danger right now, but really I'm safe. And this is rest. If you're loving Brilliance Unleashed, I'd love you to subscribe. You never miss the episode. And if today's conversation is going to speak to you, take a moment to leave the review. It means more than you know to me because I know you're listening, and your words help more brilliant, high achieving introverts find this space. So thank you for being here. And welcome to Brilliance Unleashed, the podcast for high achieving, emotionally intelligent introverts who are ready to lead, leave, and succeed without burning out. My name is Anna, and I'm a leadership coach, business strategist, and your guide through identity shift, burnout recovery, and building success that actually feels like you. So here we go. We go here deep. We tell the truth and we create the kind of brilliance you don't need to escape from. We're going to talk about when the rest feels unsafe. Sounds familiar for many of you because most of the women I work with don't know how to rest. Not because they cannot find the time, not because their to do list is long, but because rest feels unsafe. And if that's you, I want you to know you are not lazy, you are not broken, you are not weak. None of this. You've just been conditioned to see your worth in what you do, not who you are. And when that wiring is deep, stillness feels like failure. For many of us, this started long time before we had careers or titles. Because we've learned early, approval lives in achievements. Love lives in usefulness. Safety lives in keeping busy. So we got praise for helping, fixing, producing, exceeding. We learned to overfunction before we even knew what the word means. And over time, rest stopped being natural because it became threatening. Because rest means whoo, stopping, and stopping means you could be seen as falling behind. One of my clients said to me, if I'm not doing something, I feel like I'm disappearing. Another one admitted, when I take a weekend off, I feel restless, anxious, like the world will forget me if I'm not constantly proving I'm relevant. And trust me, I get it. Because for years, I lived the same way running, producing, delivering, not because I wanted to, but because stopping felt like danger. And here is what I've learned going through my own transformation and helping my clients to do the same. When rest feels unsafe, it's not about the calendar, it's about your nervous system because you've trained your body to see movement as safety and stillness as risk. So when you stop, your system panics, your mind spins, your body craves the next hit of productivity because it's been taught that doing is the only way to stay safe, valued, and visible. And let me pause it here. Let's just let it sink for you because I've shared something that is running deep in the system for many of us, many of my clients, right? So let's just Let it sink. Because I know that just to take a day off advice is useless. It's like telling someone afraid of heights to just enjoy the view, right? This isn't a scheduling problem. It's a safety problem. So how do you change it? Because you can, trust me. Because you don't need to start from full weekends in silence. We don't go from one extreme to the other. You start small, moments, not marathons, right? Progress over time, not overnight. 2 minutes of breathing before your next call, eating lunch without a podcast in your ear, taking a walk without your phone. And here's the key: when this discomfort rises, you don't run from it. You noticed, you name it. My system thinks I'm in danger right now, but really I'm safe. And this is rest. And I can assure you that little by little, your body learns. You can pause and still be worthy. You can rest and still be respected. You can slow down and still matter. One of my clients used to fill every weekend with social commitment, errands, and just catching up on work. Where today, after working together, she's able to block 2 hours every Sunday for, we call it white space. No agenda, just being. And she told me at first it felt like a failure. Of course it does. And now it really feels like freedom. And another client who hadn't taken a real holiday in more than 7 years book a trip alone. Can you imagine that? So, no meetings, no laptops, no, I will check my email. She came back saying, I finally met the part of me that I've been working so hard to avoid. And I've been inspired also to do that, to do today's podcast, because yesterday, one of my former colleagues from booking.com, she posted that it's the first time she really uninstalled all the application, closed her email, and really is done with work, finally being on holiday. And it felt outrageous for her. And I can really see how outrageous can be or feel, because what's going to happen if I'm not busy, if I'm not useful? Maybe then I'll become irrelevant, right? So I want you to know the rest is not the absence of ambition. I think, I believe, I know is the foundation for it. Because rest doesn't make you irrelevant, it makes you unshakable. And here is the thing: because if you are used to proving your worth through effort, choosing rest will feel rebellious, like for my former colleague, like breaking a sacred rule. But that's exactly what it matters. So if you've been running at full speed because slowing down feels like you will lose everything, I want you to know this: you won't lose yourself in rest. You will find yourself there. And if you want to explore what that looks like for you, not as a time management tip, but as a nervous system reset, I, an identity shift, a reclamation, that's the work I do. I'm inviting you to book a brilliance map call. We will strip away that noise. We're going to redefine what safety feels like and build a version of success that actually leaves you breathing. And of course, it's not going to happen on this first call, but I can assure you that a one insight you're going to take from this call will be enough for a moment to live differently. So go to the link in the show notes and you will know if this is for you. Because you were never meant to sprint your whole life. Let's teach your body that the rest is bloody power. Thank you for today. I'm Anna, and this is Brilliance Unleashed.